Nowadays, you don't really know who your friends are. You don't know really who's really rocking with you like that for real. You don't really know who's really gonna stand through that rainy season, that cold season with you. You don't know nowadays no more, man. I don't think we ever really knew who we really like looked at as like a solid day one. You know? I mean, you gotta think about it. Everybody's friends when everything's good. Everybody's there with you when you're doing amazing in your life. Everybody wants to see you win when you're not doing as good as them. It's just until you reach that threshold of success, you start seeing how certain people start acting different. People that you thought would never switch up. You got people that you was cordial with at first, but now they just want to be your best friend. Now they just everything about you is amazing now. Everything you say is quotable. Everything you say is just a bar. Everything you do is a like, is a repost. They love you now because they seeing that you created a level of success for yourself. So that kind of fake love you start to receive when you get to that level of success is always going to be there waiting for you. But then there's a flip side to it. Let's say you lose everything. You have nothing. You have no status. You don't have no power, no cha-ching, nothing to give anybody else. And you're going to look around, and for the most part, you're not going to see a lot of faces no more. You're not going to see a lot of people that used to call your phone. You're not going to see a lot of people that used to be around you all the time. We all experience it to different levels, I know, but it just kind of goes to show, do we really have true friends? Do we really have real people in our life that really are there just for us as a person? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so, personally, in my opinion. I don't think we do. And I know it's kind of like a negative topic, don't trust nobody. Nobody's your friend. I know. But I got to be real and I got to be honest. I've had a lot of friends throughout my life. I met a lot of people throughout my life. And of course, you got to be reflective on yourself. What is causing certain friendships to die? What's causing certain relationships to not work out? You get to look at yourself too. Now, I've looked at myself in the mirror and I've had to address a lot of things about myself. That could have possibly been the reason why certain things didn't work out. But overall, to be honest, when I look back on a lot of friendships that I had, I really did nothing wrong. And I know it sounds like I'm just throwing the shade on somebody else, but I'm being completely honest. If it was me in some way, I would admit it because I have no shame. I'm not gonna lie at this point. I have no shame. But I really look back on a lot of old friendships and I'd be like, I didn't do nothing wrong. This person just started acting funny, started moving funny towards me, and I just went the other way because I ain't got time for that shit. And now it's funny, like they the ones trying to get up with you. And it's like back when it was an even mixture of trying to get up with them and them trying to get up with you, now it's overly one-sided because somebody feel guilty. Somebody feel like somebody forgot about them. Somebody feel like somebody moved on. Somebody feel like whoever they chose over you wasn't worth the trade-off. So now they're trying to find a way to get back into your life. And I'm telling you, it's over with. Because at the end of the day, why would I want you around me if I know deep down you just around me because you probably seeing how I'm living now. You seeing how my life is now. You seeing how good I'm doing. The glimpses of what I show on my social media or what I post on Facebook or whatever you gauging your perspective on how my life is going. And let's say it's a positive one. Why would I want you coming back into my life now? Do you think I even need you in my life at this point? Like, I'm not even saying I would need you to get to where I'm at all. But why would I care to have you around me if you dipped at a point in my life where I was maybe at a low point? And when I called, it went to voice message. And when I texted you, I got no response. But I know you, and I know you have your phone always on you. I know you text back. I know you know how to call back people. But when it came to me, it was just like, nah, whatever. So why would I want you in my life now? Why would I want you around me now? I didn't forget shit. I just don't hold a grudge. That's what I don't do. I don't hold grudges. You know? I don't hold grudges. But I moved on in my life. And I'm a lot happier. So when it comes to the topic of are there real friends? Maybe. There are some rare cases where people have been friends throughout their childhood since the age of 6 all the way to the age of 50, 60 some years old. Yeah, it's possible. But real friendships, that word friend, holds so much responsibility that I feel like a lot of people don't understand how much responsibility that word friend has when you put that label on somebody. See, how I look at it is, if we cool, we have a good vibe, we cool. Somebody asks me, hey, y'all friends? No, we cool. But are y'all friends? Like I said, we cool. Why has that got to be questioned? Why can't that be normalized more? Instead of saying that's my homie or that's my friend, let's just start saying I'm cool with him. I'm cool with her. We cool. Because when you say we cool, there's no obligation of any kind of loyalty to that person. There is no standard you have to hold yourself to the highest degree like a friend would have to. I'm not saying that gives you the right to be on some weird shit and some fake shit, but it just, if something were to happen where y'all fell out, there's no hard feelings. Y'all were just cool. Now y'all not cool. When you have a person that was your friend that you put that title on and they do something, now you feel like they betrayed you because you put so much emphasis on them because you labeled them as a friend. And the laundry list of responsibilities that a friend has, a lot of people don't want to stand by. So why would I call somebody a friend when I know that average person is not going to stand on that laundry list of responsibilities? And everybody's list is different. I ain't on here trying to act like you got to be Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Perfect. Like, end of the day, like, I like good energy. I like good company. And over everything else, I like genuine vibes. If you're not on some genuine shit around me, you're not going to be around me. You're not going to see me no more. When you realize I done did, it's going to just hit you one day like, I ain't seen this motherfucker in years because I just went the other way. I saw some shit. I ain't like it. Got up out of there. No explaining. I ain't talking to nobody else about why. I'm just going to do me. That's how I move, because there ain't no explaining. They ain't about to explain to you why they just decided not to want to, you know what I'm saying? They going to do what they want to do. So in the day, do the same thing. I'm respectful about my shit. I ain't about to be woo-wooing with another nigga or a female about woo-woo and how they woo. Nah, that's just, it is what it is. Like, I know what it is. And they can lie and make up all these stories about this and that, but I know the truth. You know the truth. Like, you can't put that facade up with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, as you can tell, I done had a lot of experiences where I've been through the ringer with friends and just falling out with certain people. And I to present day, I don't got no grudges towards them, but in the day, I don't really mess with them for real. I don't mess with them because in the day, it's like when you peep shit, you not crazy. You just peeping it on a deep level, and your conscious mind don't really want you to recognize it because it's gonna hurt your ego. It's going to hurt your current perception of what you think it is. And you don't want to think everything you seeing is a lie. That's just, that's too much, you know, to let soak in that one moment. So you're going to fight against it. But as you get a little more understanding and maturity on how the world works and how people work, and you look back on a lot of different situations, you're going to start putting two and two together. Like, that's what that was. Even when I didn't know what I was doing, I did the right thing by not messing with her. Even when I didn't know what I was doing with so-and-so, with bro, I didn't know what I was doing, but I did the right thing. So sometimes, you know, we don't even realize we ahead of the game until years later on a lot of our decisions we made with certain people. And you'd be like, I'm so thankful that I did that because that saved me so much wasted time that you can't get back. So, you know, I'm not saying don't be social. I'm not saying you can't have a certain degree of trust with certain people, but I don't just give somebody trust. I don't give somebody friendship, even though I feel like that's so played out nowadays. You know, if you are around somebody like that, y'all are companions in terms of like a man and a woman, or if it's a homie, y'all are just working together as partners in whatever y'all are doing. Y'all really ain't really friends. Y'all only connecting because of what the common interests y'all got and what y'all are trying to gain from each other. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's stop putting that word friend on people. Like, that's really your friend. That's really her friend. Like, y'all are both trying to gain something from each other. End of the day. Never ever think somebody just wants to be cool with you just because. Them days is over with. Once you hit past 18, real friendships based upon just you being you and whoever it is, and that's not it. After a certain age, you only are going to be friends with people that can help you in some kind of way, or y'all got a same common goal that y'all are working towards, and somehow y'all can help each other get there. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just don't get overly invested in that, because that it isn't what you think it is. That's not really your homie. That's not really her homie or her friend. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to see the difference. And I learned that as the more I grow up. So, yeah, I don't believe in that friendship shit, man. But I believe in being cool with people. I'm cool with a lot of people. See, you look at who I'm cool with and who I used to be friends with. Who I'm cool with is I'm cool with a lot of people. I just don't got no friends. Because of that word friend for me at least holds too much responsibility. And I'm not going to put that on somebody, you know? So I understand that's a lot of responsibility for somebody to hold. So that's my opinion on that, man. You know, that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you do what you want to do. And, you know, end of the day, like I feel like end of the day, it's like, it's your life, your decisions, you know? Do what you feel is right. But that's how I feel, man. Peace.